2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Somebody we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. What a story for this guy, Hassan Whiteside. He was a journeyman, and then last season, man, just exploded back onto the NBA scene. What do you make of what you've seen of Whiteside, Shaq?
You know, Ernie, he's got incredible height and wingspan. He's 7 foot. He blocks a ton of shots. Gets better every year, gets better every game. He's getting more comfortable. And you can be comfortable in Miami when it's 80 degrees all the time.
Without question. But if he can control his emotions and take that emotional energy and use it into his play, then he could be a real dominant center in the NBA.
Yeah, I think that was the problem early on in his career. It wasn't the ability. It was more just mentally if he was locked into the game and what his attitude was.
He looks locked in
like.
now, man. He looks locked in. I like him. He's going to be a top 5 center in the next 3 years.
I think he'll be better than Shaq before it's all said and done.
Ernie, whatever you're drinking in that cup, get rid of it.
Yes.
It's affecting your judgment.
That'll do it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan, who's got the call.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And right now for Miami, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I'm not sure how long they'll be able to stick around up there, but so far it's been a lot of fun to see how much progress they're making.
Miami on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Robertson is out there with Iverson. Then it's Kareem. Then there's Pippen. And it's LeBron in a power forward.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And that one's good by Bosh.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Iverson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pippen against Hudson. Shot clock at 5. Pippen dishes to LeBron. From deep. Offensive rebound. Abdul-Jabbar. And he banks in the layup.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Robertson with the steal. Pippen, the pass to Iverson. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was...
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And the pass to James. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Dragic against Robertson. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Shoots the three. And James pulls it down.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the Big Three were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference, played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
It's Dragic with the drive. And Anderson has it in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
James against Johnson from 12 feet out, and he gets it to go. James has got 5 now. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pippen kicks to Robertson. That one goes. Counter.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. In for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Bosh. McGinnis comes in for Johnson. Luol Deng is checked in for Hudson. And Aguirre's subbed in for Anderson. Passes it to Aguirre. Here's McGinnis, fended by West. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Curry. They get it again. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Irving. Up and in from the low block.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Aguirre passes to Deng. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 6. And McGinnis kicks to Deng. Aguirre sinks the three-pointer. Aguirre's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry from beyond the arc and then some. And Miami has possession. It's a 3-point game.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Fires from 14. Good, he hits the jump shot. Curry's got 5.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Aguirre passes to Deng. Right side a screen. Dragic against Curry. And the jam by Whiteside.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Curry. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
We've got Johnson. Anderson is out there with Hudson. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's McGinnis in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. No good from Hudson. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Bosh, the screen. Johnson dishes to Anderson. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
The first one falls. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Hudson. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And here's Bird for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Bird's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hudson against Robertson. No good from Hudson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And Irving throws it down.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Anderson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Robertson against Hudson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hudson's got 6 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Johnson with the stop.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. A chance now to get a glimpse at how the Heat are doing early in the season in the NBA stats. 2nd in blocks, 5th in rebounds. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate teams allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Take a breather, gentlemen. 3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
Curry is in all sorts of trouble for him. He's got 8 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
He hits the second from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Nice D from Pippen.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's McGinnis. Here's Bosch. Great D that time from James.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And the Heat call time here.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Goran Dragic is checked in for McGinnis. Anderson against Iverson. Dragic kicks to Johnson. To the left wing. Hudson the pass to Dragic. Clock at 6. Bosch a screen on West. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard. A lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Bosch. Bang comes in for Hudson. And Aguirre's subbed in for Anderson.
Hassan Whiteside.
Here is Aguirre. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. That is good.
Pretty looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
I tell you what, Clark, you got to be feeling pretty good to put it up from out there.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And here we go. That's tipped. Dragic with it. 9-point game his last outing. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. West is checked in for West.
Substitution, Jerry West.
There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Whiteside dishes to Dang. Johnson inside. Covered by LeBron. Here's Whiteside. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
For Miami, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over.
And very little fight put up. He made his way to the bucket for the James.
They did seem to